Whenever there's no traffic coming through here, I'd say that it's shaping up to be a pretty good night. So, if that's any sign, let's go, dude.
All right, so we get seated in the 1-2 game, and this is our first hand here. It looks like, this is our first hand. We have ace-8 of clubs. Not a bad hand. I mean, not great from the small blind, but the button straddles on, and we're first to act before the flop, so I make it 15. Flop comes out, queen of clubs, ace of hearts, 6 of spades. You see I check it over, and the opponent bets 15. I believe he's in late position for this hand. And we have top pair, so we're not going anywhere for a $15 sizing. We put in the money right here, and we are off to a turn card. The turn is the 7 of clubs. And so now we just picked up a backdoor flush draw, so I actually think that we're probably a favorite at this point to win this pot. So we check it, or actually I decided to take over. I'm sorry, I forgot about this. I decided to take over the betting lead here. You see I have $40 squared up, and we throw that into the pot. The pot is getting big now. A little over $100 are in the pot now, and he's facing a $40 bet. I'm thinking he's probably going to fold here.
Start all the set.
So you hear the all-in, I quickly put my chips in, I flip over my cards. The bad news is that our opponent actually has ace-queen here. The river gives us 2 pair to add insult to injury, honestly. And we are losing a big one. He flatted with ace-queen, so we'll have to remember that next time when we're trying to put him on a range of cards. Normally you 3-bet your ace-queen, so I didn't think there was any way he could have ace-queen here, but, well, sometimes you play poorly and you still win, and that's what we're seeing here.
You guys got ace-queen and suited aces.
You flatted with ace-queen?
I know.
I'm expecting a 3-bet. I 3-bet my ace-queen every single time.
Sometimes there's just nothing you can do. Maybe I could have folded in this spot, but another part of me is just like, you know what? It goes both ways. Sometimes we're going to be on the receiving end of luck like that. So, anyways, let's get into the next one.
Just trying to be fair.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so now we're playing a bomb pot with 9-jack. And, anyways, we get a board of that on the screen. You see what our opponent there bets $12 into a bomb pot. It's like at least $60 in the pot. Now, we have an open-ended straight draw on the bottom, and I just... You know, normally you don't chase draws in a split pot game because your equity runs too thin, and, you know, you can still lose if you hit your draw, and it's just a dangerous situation. But for $12 into 60, we can peel a card here. And we're not going to hit it very often, but I think the EV is positive because we also have implied odds, meaning we have money behind that we can still win too. It's not about really the pot odds, it's just implied odds too. So and I think we might be getting the right pot odds here. Look at that sweet baby there. Wasn't expecting that. Let's listen in.
I know it's on me, sorry. I'm all in.
Yep, that's really all there is to do. You see me, I had to double check my cards. I was like, are you kidding me? We nailed it.
You got pocket sevens?
I was straight on the bottom.
I got ace-king.
Okay, so we're
Chop it up. Chop?
Yep, we're chopping.
Almost. Chop, chop. Almost.
That was close, yeah. Yeah, we're chopping.
Imagine a 9 came. A 9 would have. If he flips the jack and you're gonna get everything.
Or the yeah, the jack on the bottom, that wouldn't have been great.
No, I got everything. Yeah.
So we're splitting the pot, basically. And yeah, we'll take that any day. I mean, that's all you can hope for in a bomb pot, is to split it. So
That game
the
doesn't-
flush draw on that bottom
is
board too, so I
epitome of
wanted to
fairness.
scare out the.
Okay.
All right, we're playing another bomb pot here. It seems like we're playing a lot of bomb pots, but we're not. It's just every dealer change, and we happen to be playing a lot of significant ones for us tonight and not a lot of significant regular hands. So in this one, you see the board there. We have 5-6. I don't know if I showed it yet, or at all, but the small blind is all in for 41, and that is going to be relevant at the end of this hand. Everybody at the table calls. We're definitely going to be making a call here. We just flopped the ass end of the straight, and I definitely think it's good right now. So let's take a look. Let's take a listen.
All in.
All in.
I say the magic words here because my hand's vulnerable. There's only about $200 in the pot, but I rip it in for about $480 effective. And I mean, there's a flush draw on board. If somebody has a 10, we're drawing pretty thin. If somebody has 10 jack, which I'm not too worried about because the jack on the top board, then fine. If we're losing, we're just losing. And but I'm pretty confident that we're going to be taking this bottom board here. This sizing should fold out flush draws and any 10x hands here. Our opponent has asked for a count here, so we're just counting my chips right now for him.
4, 65, 75, 84. 484. Playing the top.
I usually won't say anything. that's more
Said
than
you usually wouldn't say nothing?
That's the most I usually say.
Not gonna tell me which board you're playing?
Yeah.
He spent quite a while thinking about this decision here.
Alright, he called.
I have the bottom board.
I take $41. What do you have? I take 41.
I have the ass end of the straight. I have 5-6.
You do?
Yep. Oh, you're good on the bottom right now. Fuck.
We just got horrible news. He actually has 10-6 here. We weren't really accounting for that, and we are drawing very close to dead.
You
Straight.
two on the bottom and Jackson 4s with the 10 on top.
No, you got the 5s.
What do you mean? I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have
No, here.
I have.
Oh,
I have
sorry.
fives in
Yeah,
the jacks.
yeah.
So you
I got
take this
fucking
back.
bailed out.
Take this back.
We got really lucky on the top board and hit a 5, which amazingly
He's
is
got
good.
5, 6 as well.
So you got the bottom part.
And
He only had like
They split
$40
them.
though
They
in the
split.
pot. So he gets like the main pot, and then we're splitting.
So the small blind that went all in for $41 actually had 5-6 of clubs, so the same hand as me, except he had the flush draw and he missed. So we're actually, thank God we didn't get scooped here. We are splitting the majority of the pot with our opponent in the hijack here.
You got the top. You favored the 5 for the top.
So this is the half.
I'm surprised I wasn't good on the bottom already. I mean, yeah, I have the ass end, but still, I'm just thinking I'm good like every time.
Wait a
Yeah, you
minute.
got that bottom. These guys putting straight in the bottom. And the rest
I didn't know what I was supposed to do when you asked which board I was playing. I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything. Like,
We both flopped.
I wasn't like
Jack 10 had me
friendly
beat.
game, but I'm like, should I really answer that? Like, you know what I mean?
I just didn't know. Like,
It's
should
only because
I?
you had so much. That's why I was talking to you.
Yeah, no, I
This is
understand.
such a crazy hand, dude.
I understand. Yeah, that was a wild one. That's those bomb pots. They're crazy.
I'm happy we chopped it.
Me too. That was a little too close for comfort.
That would have been a big scoop.
You say by the 5.
I seriously thought I was good on that bottom. I really, really did.
I mean, I wasn't ever folding, but
Yeah, no. How could you?
I was. I don't know. I should be dumb to be afraid of Jack 10, but there's a Jack on top.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jack 10's the
Well,
only
that's
thing that
the
beats me.
Jack
I'm like,
on top.
I swear to God, I'm like, if you have Jack 10, I'm gonna fucking.
I was
cry.
thinking about the Jack on top too because I'm like, he shouldn't have Jack 10 or like nobody should have that. It really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I was convinced that I had the bottom board. So when you flip that over, I was like, oh my God.
$40.
Just shocked. You guessed it. It's time for another bomb pot. Look at us. We got that ace jack. So we got the top paired. We got 2 pairs on the top board. And there's a pretty good chance that we're good on the top board here, I'm thinking.
One more time. Sugar bet.
Pot is about $150 here. We go to a river. It's basically a brick. And I check it and my opponent announces all in for about a pot-sized bet. So we only have to win half of this pot, like 33% of the time. Actually, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm doing the split pot math incorrectly here. I'm thinking, I don't know. We're heads up. And we made it this far. I think I have to make the call. And I do. And we are getting really bad news here. We are actually getting completely scooped in this one. And our opponent turns over Jack 8 for a better 2 pair on top. And he has a pair of 8s on the bottom board. So this next hand is the most interesting and most exciting hand of the night, in my opinion, even though we don't have footage of it. Now, we are in middle position at a very passive, very small pots, very low action, like, type table. So I'm just thinking that normally I would not open king-queen offsuit from middle position. But at this table, I think it's going to be fine. I'm not going to get 3-bet. I might not get it in position, which is why we really shouldn't be opening this hand. She actually just pitched this from middle position, honestly. But at this table, I think it's probably okay, and I make it $10. It folds over to, somebody calls the $10, and then it gets to the big blind, who 3-bets to 25. Now, with one caller out of position, a normal 3-betting size here that would make sense would be about $50. So this is really weird, but this is not the first time I've seen this guy do this. And so I'm a little annoyed by this, but I have position, I have a good hand, and I think we're probably going to get this heads up at this point. So this is actually not a terrible situation, but probably not the greatest anyways. And the flop comes down king, queen, 10. So we just flopped top 2 pair. We are feeling pretty good right now. He checks it. Actually, did he check or did he bet? I don't remember. This is why it's better to film it. Anyways, the betting got out of control, and before we knew it, we were all in. And we are off to a run out. He turns over pocket 10s. So we are actually drawing pretty close to dead here. We have 4 outs, so it's like 16% chance of winning this pot at this point. And unless we can make a straight, too, actually. But we need help here. And help us, dealer, please. The turn is a brick. In the river comes the king of hearts. Unbelievable. We just sucked out and got immensely lucky. We just boated up. And we are taking this one down. Full house over full house on the board pairing. And we got incredibly lucky against a really nice opponent. He's a nice guy. Been seeing him a lot lately. I saw him when I was walking out last night, or 2 nights ago. I wasn't there last night, but we chatted real briefly. But so we coolered our opponent in the 6th seat, and thank God we got a full double up, which actually saves me from having a losing session. Well, we lost. I think we lost $25 for the session, but thank God for that last hand. I mean, holy shit. So, anyways, let's take a look at my results for this challenge so far. I did the math, and so far in 27 hours and 40 minutes, I am averaging $31.75, which is probably higher than my average will end up being in the long run, but I mean, it's always nice to run good in the short term. That's going to do it. Thanks for tuning in.